now becomes when you have a dance partner like a Cotto, and you have future Hall of Famer, and you have other opponents after that. You have to look at it as a situation. This is the Canelo of his time, but also a rebirth of the past. And he carries that Mexican heritage. He carries that type of swagger. And he's not a bad looking guy either. That helps in boxing. But let me tell you, this fight here with Miguel and also Canelo is one of those fights where you got rivalries and you have bragging rights on the line. And yes, we know by the score, if you've been keeping scoring, that Puerto Rico leads and that bragging rights. But you know, this is a different time. This is a different fighter. They came along in the last couple of years that people can say that we're gonna, the Mexican fans in boxing world, be able to now see someone that they can root for, whether they're Mexican or any other race. That's what Canelo brings to the table, and I think this is his coming out party on that note.
Bernard, is this a bigger fight than De La Hoya Trinidad? You knew who Trinidad was back in the day. Now with Cotto, how does this fight compare to that fight?
Well, I don't think it's that big of a fight, but I don't think it's that far away from it. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya is a gold medal winner. Trinidad was an assassin. He was just undefeated. I mean, but the magnitude of the hype and the bragging rights on both sides is the same, or even more. But as far as who done what and how they done it over the years, you can't really, at least for Canelo, who's trying to patent his legacy off of fights of this magnitude, is important than fighting someone that nobody cares about. So when it comes to matching those legacies up, I mean, Oscar and Trinidad, I mean, come on, listen, let's have fun watching them try to come do half of what both of those guys have done in their whole career, let alone in their careers, Oscar and Trinidad. But we got a foundation to start from. See, the thing is, we can talk about the ifs and what ifs, but we have a foundation of two proud champions that have the country on their backs. To me, I'll take that to start first, than anything, and that's build off that come this Saturday on HBO pay-per-view and Ring TV. I know it's going to be one of those fights where people are going to be talking about. It's not even, you don't even have to hype this fight. This fight is like, I'm like kind of like, you know, I'm a little upset that I can't really hype it the way I want to hype it, because it become an overkill. This fight sells itself, and you can't say that about every fight that comes up, even though those fights be good matchups. This fight is one of those fights is like, let's just go, I'm gonna find some questions. When you gotta find some questions to ask, that means that either the fight sucks or the fight's gonna be that good already, where there's nothing really to ask. Just wait for the clock to run so we can be at the weigh-in.
Bernard, would you say that Cotto has improved over the last year, or would you say that you see Father Time catching up with him?
No, I see Cotto have improved, and Freddie had a reason for that, because of his fresh thoughts and his environment that Cotto haven't been in Freddie's circle ever until now. So just off that, like relationships, you understand, you're down and you're bummed out. I don't know nothing about that, you don't know nothing about that, but you're down and you're bummed out, and somehow an angel come, right? An angel like this. And so just off that, Cotto's gonna be hell the first 6 rounds. I told people, I said, listen, because he wants to prove to Freddie and himself, or himself and then Freddie, that the time that they put in together with each other and get to know each other in training. I'm not talking about as a trainer and as a fight fan, obviously they knew each other for years, but to be working together, that's a fresh new start. You up, you motivated, you go on, you offer good energy, like a relationship. And this relationship is not really 100% good for us, Canelo gonna have to cool that fire down. He's gonna have to put doubt in Cotto's mind and gonna have to make him feel like he's not 35, maybe 45. That ain't gonna be easy from a veteran, sharp, a guy that know how to be at the big dance and know how to act at the big dance. Cotto has all those advantages. And that's what make this fight kind of, you know, you got one side saying this, you got one side, you got 40, 60, 40, you got 50, 50. This fight is one of those fights on paper, you have to find things to debate about who should win, but on paper, this fight has a lot of reasons to go this way, which is Canelo, and a lot of reasons to go Cotto way. My opinion.
Speaking of a revenge, Oscar De La Hoya, he said that Canelo wasn't ready for Floyd Mayweather. If Canelo were to get past Cotto, do you think he's ready?
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead and finish. I shouldn't have cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, do you think he's ready for Mayweather now? Or does it make a difference?
Mayweather's tired. He's an old, I mean, he's not an old folks home, but he's chill. I mean, listen, they telling me, they complaining about me not retiring or at least having a press conference. Now the man retired and they want to keep him in. We don't really know what we want. Think about it. If a guy retires and says he retired, let's wish him well and enjoy his life. Now, people are asking me every day, have you retired? I haven't seen a press conference. Like, I just want to go away and let them ask me at 70 whether who's next.
Are you coming back?
I'm a mystery guy, cane, teeth out, and I'm walking. Hey, bro, but let me tell you something. Canelo, I believe from the Kirkland fight and other fights, and I'm not dissing Kirkland. He's tough in his own style, in his own way. Always make good fights, win or lose. He's no Cotto, by no means. But I seen and I know the growth from the Mayweather fight to now. See, when you're a virgin on a big stage, you're a virgin. After that, you're no longer a virgin, man. That's the only piece that he was missing in the full package of being a complete fighter. What makes him a complete fighter is Saturday night when he show you. If he don't, then he's not complete here and he's not complete to where he thinks he's at. It comes a signature fight, they call it in boxing. Listen to the teacher.
Bernard, what advice are
win?
A signature fight is that completion.
Bernard, what does a win mean for the winner and a loss for the loser of this fight, of this magnitude?
The win for the winner on my side will get my mortgage paid.
He brings
that's a good point.
Boxing fans.
Sorry, I got a little excited. I count my money already. A lot. I mean, listen, Canelo is our superstar. I mean, you need me to say it? Yes, Canelo is Golden Boy's superstar.
boxing superstar?
Well,
but mainly
it's our first two. I mean, come on, he's in our home, he's in our house. But of course, his boxing superstars, and boxing can say Cotto is a superstar. So there's always a debate between boxing superstar but if he's ours, then we could say there's 100% without no debate, right? Between the fans and the superstar. And I agree with what you said, and I totally agree, but with ours it's a little bit more personal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huge. And if it's a huge victory, then what we're talking about here is Canelo in an Oscars fanfare environment now. See, I could never pull off the girls that's going to be here Friday. I could never pull that off, and I had hair then. You understand the perks of having a little extra of that stardom that makes you beyond the boxing star. You become something else.
Transcend.
Yes, when women are literally leaving their husbands home.
Muhammad Ali invented it.
Yes, he did. So he brings that to the
But
table.
what does it mean, the win and the loss?
It means
for
big.
like what's in the next 6 months to a year?
Well,
Does it mean Gennady Golovkin? Does it mean
hope so. Hope so. Listen, you want to do fights that mean something, that goes into what's been said, what's been told, what's been sold, and what need to be. Because at the end, sometimes you might not come out on the top. Well, that's when you gain your respect. Business need to be taken care of, and it will be. But when the fan says, and you say to the fans that this is what we want to do, you don't stop at half of the race when it's over with and don't do the other half. That's what y'all been getting. We've been getting that. The fans been getting that.